And then we want kids to learn and improve. Okay? Hard work is one of those things, right? You're going to put them through things, you know, that Pete is doing or drills that you do. And I think that's really, really important. As you're doing that, I think it's important to set effort goals instead of result goals. Right? So when I'm doing a drill or when I'm talking about, you know, our stats at the end of the game, you know, I want to think more about effort goals versus result goals. What are some effort goals in basketball? Right? Give me an idea of an effort goal that you might have for your team.
Playing hard the whole game.
Okay, playing hard the whole game, giving your best effort. That's a little subjective, right? Who's the only person that really knows if they're giving 100%? Yeah, the players, right? So you've got to get to know and you've got to teach them what hard really is, right? Explain to them and praise them when they're doing something really, really hard. Then they know when they're not giving that kind of effort, right? That's what I expect from them. So when you see that flash of brilliance, hey, you got it in you, right? We want to see that all the time. We want to see that more often. But they might not be able to give that today, right? Maybe Thursday they were having a good day. Maybe today, Saturday, they got out, mom and dad yelled at them, right? They had to clean their room, they rushed to practice, rushed to the game, right? So all I want is I want 100% of whatever they got that day. Right? Maybe it's only 90% of what they gave me last week, but I want to get everything that they have. So playing hard is one thing. How do you measure whether they're giving the best effort? It's not subjective. Let's say, come here, stand up, if you would. And you stand. Now you're guarding him today, and I want you to get 10 rebounds. Okay? Yeah, first thing he did, right? I went straight to result, right? What would be a good effort goal for him? Is he going to get 10 rebounds? Probably not, right? What could he do every play? He could box out. So my effort is, I want you to box him out every play, right? And I'm going to measure how many times you box him out or how many times you miss a box out. Okay, so that's an effort goal. Now, if he gives me a good box out and does his best, I can't ask anything more. He's going to get some because he's taller and stronger and faster and more experienced or whatever. And that's what determines results, wins and losses most of the time, right? But I want you to give your best effort nonetheless. And if you box him out, maybe somebody else will come in and get a rebound. Okay? All right. How about, go ahead, you guys sit back. A lot of people have goals on what they want their defensive field goal percentage to be. Right? I want to hold teams under 40%. Sometimes they're good shooters. Sometimes they're hot. I want to measure how many times we contest a shot. Right? Because if they contest a shot, they're giving their best effort. I can't ask for anything more. And if we do that a lot, I mean, statistics show people miss contested shots more than they miss open ones. So effort goals versus result goals. How about something simple like shooting? Right? We walk into practice every day. Dennis, can you toss me one basketball, please? Never mind, I got it. Good. So we walk into practice every day, and we start with a shooting progression that has nothing to do with making shots. I just want to see the ball coming off their fingertips properly. I want to make sure that they're following through. Here's my two players out here, right? These guys did a great job this morning. And Pete got on you a little bit, and what I want you guys, coaches, to notice also is how often he gave him a little bit of love too, right? And we're going to talk about that a little bit. There's got to be a balance. It's good to get on him. It's good to push him. You have to, right? But it's got to be within a decent balance. One thing I did notice about these two guys is they probably spent a lot of time in the driving, right? I mean, they got a nice release. They're good shooters, right? We got to get them more explosive so that you can go by people. But catch and shoot, you know, I'd love to have these two guys on both wings against the zone, right? So you got a pretty good release. Sit right here and face each other, about 15 feet apart. So we come in and we do a shooting progression at the beginning of the practice where we're just going to shoot to the top of each other's head, okay? And I want the ball to come off of their fingertips. I want their shooting foot to be in front, right? I just want to check their form, and I want them to start to groove their shot. So just shoot the ball to the top of his head. And we'll talk, and I'll walk around, and I'll, just keep going back and forth. And I'll correct certain things, right? I'll make sure that they're, you know, that ball is coming off their fingertips first, or they're holding their follow-through until the other guy catches it. The correct foot is in front. Maybe they're not using their legs. So we'll do that 10 or 12 times. But that's completely effort-based, right? Nice follow-through. Good job. Way to get it up in the air, right? So I'm giving them some guidelines that are going to make them a good shooter that have nothing to do whether or not the ball goes through the net, okay? And I think that's